He blocked me from WhatsApp. He unfollowed me to Facebook, Messenger.
It's okay. You can speak from your heart.
Let's finish up with some lightning round type questions.
If you could give one piece of advice to those men out there that wants to date a 22-year-old young Filipino woman, what would it be? So Angel, you're 22 years old. And when you met Dean, apparently you were 21.
Yep.
And you were on your last year of your college. Why did you commit on dating a foreigner online?
Actually, that time is our vacation day, June. Then that time, my friend is dating a foreigner, so it feels like I want to try also date a foreigner. So I just start watching on YouTube and what dating site you can offer like this, and I'm just starting. The first dating app that I download is Filipina Cupid.
The moment that you met Dean online, did you feel the spark? Did you feel this sign that this is it? This is the person that for me?
So it feels like after I talk, I just chat on him. It feels like, oh, I'm very comfortable talking to him because even though we just have one jokes, we just have different meanings on that one. And it feels, oh my God. Then I just ask on the top, like, Lord, give me a sign. Then after that one, actually, Filipina knows naman that making fun of Tampo.
Yeah, the silent treatment.
Yeah, then that time is he blocked me for the first time.
Dean blocked her for some reason. Was it about Tampo?
Yeah, just for Tampo because he don't like to do that one.
Yeah.
Then after that one, it feels like I don't want to talk to you like that. Then I cry. I didn't feel. I can't sleep. Not just only me, but also my family because my family loves him so much.
Oh, so during that time, you already have talked to him. You already have a label in your relationship that you're officially dating. But then, of course, it's very common in the Filipina that we can show a sign of silent treatment, especially when we're offended. And then, of course, it's very new to them. They're not used to it. And he didn't like it. And he blocked you.
The reason that time is I have a paper, like action research that time. So I send him the file so that he can check the grammar like that. Then then I'm just waiting the paper that time because I need to pass. Then after that one, he forgot to read it, to fix it. Then I'm just waiting, maybe just about 5 hours like that. I just send in the night so that he can send me back in the morning. But the problem is no. And it feels like my emotion changed. Then I just make tampo. Then he told me like, can I call you? Then I said, no, I don't want to talk to you. I said that one to him. Then he blocked me from WhatsApp. He unfollowed me to Facebook, Messenger. It was like, oh, I don't know how to talk to you back.
What did you do for him to unblock you?
Because he just want to talk to me, want to talk the problem, like because he wants that if I do something wrong, just tell me. But me, I am fond of making tampo.
You're not used of being so expressive of what you feel. You just want to like have a silent treatment to let them know that you were offended or something like that. You had a tampo. Well, I'm glad that you have sorted it out and have talked about it. I can see right now that you are really a great couple, loving couple. So my next question is, I understand about how you handle relationships since you mentioned that he is your first boyfriend.
Yeah.
How does it feel like to have your first boyfriend and it's a foreigner, not a Filipino guy?
It feels like super happy that time because most of my friends before, like, I think, Jel, you not belong to a Filipino. I think you belong to a foreigner. Then I just keep thinking, oh, yeah, that's true. I belong to a foreigner. Then that time, like, everything changed. Like, I woke up in the morning, then they're gonna say, because he gave me a wake-up call every morning. the day, morning, it was like, oh my goodness, I feel the love. This is the real love that I want to.
In your life, yeah, right. Well, there is kind of like expectations about Filipina who have, morena skin, just like us. We're brown than average Filipinas. So when we're brown and we have, they call a exotic beauty, they, Filipina friends and Filipino people will say, you will match with a foreigner because that's what foreigners like. So I think that's already the expectation that have drawn you to also date a foreigner. But let me get your opinion about Filipino men. Have you thought about dating a Filipino man before?
The reason I never committed or dated a Filipino because my parents want me to finish my studies that time. Like they're very supportive if I have just crush.
Yeah,
Just a crush on a Filipino, but when it comes to like a boyfriend, no.
Long term.
Yeah, they told me like, you are, if you want to have a boyfriend, just finish your college. Or even Dean told me like, if you finish your studies, then you just have a nice job. You can find a good
Man.
many men there.
Based on your standards, not that you're gonna bow down on their standards because you don't have your own growth being worked on. Well, I always hear that from a lot of Filipinas and a lot of advices from people with experience as well, that you have to love yourself before you can love other persons. So that's very, very true. Now, Dean is, how old is Dean?
58.
58, and you have like 36 years age gap. So in the Philippines, age gap became like just normal to a lot of people already, especially with a foreigner and Filipino relationship. Now, how about you? How do you feel about your age gap with Dean? Do you feel weird, awkward, or different?
Maybe weird. I feel weird that time because
the first time.
yeah, because in the dating site I just put 35 to 45, I think. Then I didn't mean that I just gonna fall in love to a 58 years old man. Then it feels like, I know old man is different. They're unique. They're very lovable. I feel it, and actually, it not feel me anymore weird because I know in my parents they have also a age gap differences because my mom married to my dad when she's 18 and my dad is 36 years old.
Oh,
So they also have a age gap. So I feel like it's fine.
normal.
Yeah, it's normal for me.
Yeah. Well, there will be a lot of comments that we will get from other people about age gap relationship. Like for them, oh, it's not normal. This is this. And you're just dating this man for some other purposes, things like that. Have you ever heard that you're just after this and after that, that's why you're dating him?
Yes, some
Filipino or foreigners from Filipino?
Filipino.
Now, when you met Dean, you were in the peak of your career because you're graduating already. You are working on the last year of your degree. Do you find your relationship as helpful on building your career, or you find it a distraction?
For me, I'm very thankful in our relationship because my career is like changed. Everything changed because before I want to take a board exam here in the Philippines, but he told me no. Just move to the United States, then you can send a big money to your family like that.
Oh.
So my career changed.
Yeah.
So it had a big help for me.
Well, it's a good thing that your partner, Dean, is supporting. He's very supportive when it comes to your career. He's not just thinking about his self, but he's also thinking about your life in the future. And you mentioned about giving money back to the Philippines once you'll be in the US already. How is it feels like to be the eldest? Because you're the eldest of the family, and you mentioned to me when we were like talking privately that the pressure is on your shoulder. How are you gonna manage that when you are already building your own family?
I feel the pressure because I need to, because for me, I need to find a job.
Yeah.
After I graduate, I need to find a job that time. But the pressure because I need to support my family because my mom is a housewife only. Then I need also to support the two siblings that I have from the college and elementary. Then the elementary needs to. That's why if I just go to the United States and find a good job, for me that if sending them money, it's a big
Relief for you.
yeah.
It's a big
Helping my family, it feels like my happiness is also their happiness.
Yeah, that's very good. I get a goosebumps when I hear that. Well, it's like one of the Filipinos' core of culture is the family, and we always say that if you're gonna marry a man and he doesn't love our family, it's a big deal. And I find that Dean is very supportive about it, and I believe you already talked about it even before he came here in the Philippines, because you were talking for like 1 year of being long distance relationship before even meeting in person. And how does it feels like to be talking to a man virtually just on the screen? You're just talking to your phone. There's no physical connection, only emotion, your mental connection with him. How does it feels like to be that long?
It feels for me comfortable talking to him, even though we're just talking to online, like through phone. It feels like we are together.
The presence, it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
His presence was there and you felt like you're very connected. And he mentioned last night when we had a dinner that he felt like you're married already.
Yeah,
Even just online.
He feel that one. He always told to his mom that, you know what, mom, I feel that we already married for 10 years. Then he feel that I think maybe we just already met before. Then I told him also, yeah, the strong connection, the sparks is there.
Well, I really believe that when you find the person that is really for you, that is destined to be with you, you don't have to work on your connection. You will just be connected so effortless.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened to you and Dean. Now, you mentioned about his mom. Dean has one son.
Yes.
And he's like, how old is he?
21.
21. And his mother was also living with him right now. So when it comes to his family, how do you feel their acceptance towards you? Is it warm, just okay, or not accepted at all?
For the mom of Dean, because every morning I just say, hi, Mom Shirley, good morning. So I feel very
Welcome.
But we didn't talk yet about his child.
Okay, so you haven't met the son yet virtually. Okay.
Because Dean told me that maybe we just wait. Just wait, not just do forcing yourself, go to my son. Just wait until I know it's hard for my son to accept. He just told me just give him time.
In our relationship with the age gap, it's very hard to convince the other people that we really love each other, because in the back of their mind, they're always this, what if she's just after your money? What if she's just after green card, visa, and everything that she can benefit with the foreigner guy? That's what they always have in the back of their mind. Although they will see that you're happy together, but there's a lot of buts. Now let's talk about, since we talk about the green card, the USA, what is your expectation about the West?
I think a US will gonna give me a better future there, so that I can help my family also, because he wants me to like just go to the US, babe, then just find a good job so that you can support in your family. Don't stay in the Philippines.
And the reason also why he's bringing you to the US is that he's still gonna have to work for 9 to 10 years in the US, and you just can't deal with long distance relationship. Well, actually, if you have really way to just close the distance, it's very important, because distance can just really dry some connections that you're gonna have. But how about this thing that they called being westernized? Some people will say, if you're gonna bring a young Filipina to the West, she will be just westernized, she will change, and she will just leave you. What is your opinion about it?
I already ready for that one.
You're ready for that question? Will you be that person that's gonna be westernized and will kick Dean out because you can already stand by yourself?
No.
Do you find yourself still the same loving, the same angel that's gonna be with Dean for 10 years from now?
Yeah, I already saw the future, the two of us. Like, I want to be with him. I always told him that I'm never cheated on you. Who am I is that will be also in the future. Angel, still angel.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room, which is always and always be part of the conversation when it comes to Filipina and foreigner relationship. Let's talk about money. We all know that a lot of people, even from the West or in the Philippines, that will say the number one reason why Filipinas dating foreigner is for money. What's your thought about it?
I already expect that one. I'm gonna hear from the neighbors, even though, and not in my family. Maybe just the neighbor outside of the family like that. They're gonna say, I think this girl is just dating a foreigner.
Money.
Yeah, just for money. But they didn't know because my love for Dean is real. I never asked him about like, babe, can you give this one? Babe, can you give this one to me? Like, especially money.
I remember because last night we had a dinner in High Ridge here in Cagayan de Oro City. So we had a talk about how you met, like a preliminary interview last night off camera. Dean mentioned that the thing that made him really, really fall in love with you is that when you refused his gift, he have seen that you're just working on your research paper in college using your phone.
Yeah, using
So
my
he offered to help you through giving you a laptop, but you said no. And by that moment, he was like, this is the one. This is the real one. So when it comes to your own work in USA in the future, what percentage of your salary do you think you're going to give back to your family?
Maybe 50,000 like that. I'm just gonna send to my family.
You're gonna have a quote like 50,000 pesos. A lot of people will get a lot of reactions about giving money back to the Philippines. Like, it's not your obligation. You already have your own family. Why are you giving that back to the Philippines? In the present, since you ever have talked to Dean, did your family told you about, since you're dating a foreigner, our plan is that to fix our house, you gotta support our family because you're dating a foreigner. Do you have that kind of conversation with your family?
No, my family told me like they're gonna live simple life. Actually, my parents, my mom and dad told Dean that we don't want you to buy my daughter like dowry.
A dowry, yeah.
So my parents didn't ask everything to him. Then he also told me like, Mom, I want to, because he called my mama Mom. I want to pay Angel like maybe just like keep joking with my parents that time. He told my mama and papa that you want me to give you pigs like that because I told like, you know what? Because my mom is a Tiboli, so they have a dowry there.
Yeah.
But my mom didn't ask dowry from my dad because my dad is not a indigenous people. Then my parents told him that we don't want to ask you something like that
in return.
Yeah.
Because for them, it feels like they're selling their daughter to Dean. Now, this is the biggest question that I'm gonna ask you. What is your number one fear about your relationship with Dean?
Losing him.
Oh.
Yeah, because he always kept telling me that, I'm gonna cry.
It's okay. You can speak from your heart.
Because he always tell me that maybe 10 years from now, or maybe when he is already 70 or 80 at his mom age also, 82, like that, then he was gonna feel weak.
That he's gonna leave the world, like some things like that. So it affect you.
Yeah.
Well, it's very normal that we feel that way. That's why I always say, live at the moment, be happy in the moment, and because we don't really know what the future holds. Age is really just a number.
Yeah.
But mathematically, if you're gonna do it like just age-based, of course they will be gone ahead of us. But we don't really know what the future holds, so we should be happy at the moment. And yeah, spend your time together. So that's your biggest fear, obviously.
Yeah. That will be my
Missing him.
weakness.
Well, there will be a lot more to talk about this beautiful couple, Dean and Angel. Stay tuned.
Chrissy, amazing interview of Angel. Let's finish up with some lightning round type questions. Dean, I want you to finish this question. The thing that surprised me most about Angel is
how loving she is and affectionate and devoted in person. It's just as much as it was online or more. That's what amazed me, was that it just wasn't virtual reality fiction. It's actually better in person.
Now it's Angel's turn. Finish this sentence. The thing that I admire the most about Dean is
very loving person, caring, and respectful man that I ever met.
Wow. To both of you, Angel and Dean, looking ahead 5 years, where do you see yourselves? Angel, are you home with 2 children? Dean, are you on the coast of Spain alone and with just Angel?
In 5 years, I am hoping that she is a teacher in Miami-Dade County, that we're living in my home, that she's sending some money back to her family, that I know she feels very strongly about, and that we are traveling every summer at least while she's a teacher, exploring Switzerland, which is one of her dreams, dream bucket list of places, and that we're preparing to actually then buy a piece of land here. You told me about Davao being a place where I could maybe find a couple of horses, a colder climate, and maybe 5 to 10 acres, and then start building a home where maybe in 8 years we could have a child, because I know that's really important to her. It's scary for me to be doing that so late in life, but I'm not opposed to it if that's what she wants.
Angel?
Go ahead, babe. What do you
Pretend you didn't hear his answer.
I am super surprised your answer, but 5 years from now, like as we planned before, I want to have a child to him. Maybe just 2, girl and boy. Because then we're just living in the countryside that have a very nice, it could be background. That is the dream that I want both of us. Living with this so happy.
so. This is for Dean and you, Angel. If you could give one piece of advice to those men out there that wants to date a 22-year-old young Filipino woman, what would it be?
Well, I definitely am interested to have Angel tell about what not to do, because she had some people who I thought had a horrible approach. But as far as my perspective is, I think there's 2 types of guy. There's guys who have been around the block, and they've already run into people and they know how women can manipulate them. Those guys, I think, just go for it. Just if you find somebody who is better than everyone else online and is everything that you want, don't get greedy. Don't be trying to date 5 or 6 girls at a time. Pick, come meet, but decide on one, and then just go for it. As long as she checks all your boxes, then what else are you looking for? But there's also the guys that have no experience that I see and I've heard about on your channel, that they don't have any success in or experience with women, and then they get manipulated out of tens of thousands of dollars. That makes me so sad for them. Just know your own limits. Don't try to reach beyond, going for a supermodel whenever you're, 70 plus. I just know, that's probably not going to work out for you. So just, maybe be more reasonable in your expectations.
So let me just summarize. If you think you met a unicorn and she's 22, don't let that scare you away. Go forward until you get proven wrong.
Video chat a lot, and if she asks you for money, just block and go away and move on. Don't sit there and dwell on the picture. Yeah.
Angel?
Maybe you should be careful and picking in a dating site. Just maybe choose the best man that you feel like this man is I feel very comfortable talking to. Then just focus on that just one man only that I can say.
Same advice. Okay. Final question. I'm saving the hardest one for last. Is 22 too young? What does it feel like? Is it real love?
For me, it is a real love because he's my first boyfriend, and I never thought before that we will be like together now. Then we just he just fly in the Philippines just to meet me. Then it feels like this is a real love that I feel in my entire life.
Dean, that's your question too.
Yeah, like I said, it was the same age that my mother started having my brother and I. It's not too young to make decisions. Does she have all the life experience I have? No, absolutely not. But the feelings are genuine. Am I fulfilling her dreams, her feelings that is a yes? I firmly believe in that. So I'm not going to be condescending and say she doesn't understand reality or doesn't have a cell phone to see what's on the internet. And whenever I respect what she wants in her future, it completely aligns with what I want in my future. Very simple life, a beautiful life in the countryside, and just being a loving, a couple and maybe a family.
So before we say goodbye, and thank you so much for making yourselves available, do you have anything to say to our viewers? The average viewer is 65, back in the West, probably divorced, maybe hasn't been in a beneficial relationship in 2 or 3 years. What would you say to them?
I would say Filipino culture, I think, from the Filipinas I dated in the United States, as well as, now Angel here, are just very loving culture, and they're the types of people also in the community, if you want to live here, that will say hi to you, engage with you, want to be part of your life just because they're neighbors or relatives. And that, I think, if you like that sort of past, old classical traditional type of lifestyle where you want to know your neighbors and you want them to bring you food and you want to bring them food, then this is the place for you. And the loving nature of them, as long as you are also willing to give affection back, is very, very special. So I think that the Philippines is a great retirement option and a great choice of culture for somebody who appreciates, a loving wife.
So, Angel, you get the last word. Tell our viewers what's your thought.
So I just want to say that living here in the Philippines is very nice. The important thing is you just love the person that you the person that you love the most is, and maybe just listen to your heart and mind, not listen to the neighbor, just follow your heart and mind to the person that you love.
I totally agree. But obviously you have to talk to the person face to face. You have to talk to them like I did with Angel, 3 hours a day, morning, after work, night before you go to bed. Look at them in the face. And if they don't have time for you, they're texting other people or whatever, if they're not immediately available, if they're always, then it's fake. Just accept that it's fake and move on. Don't trick yourself.
That's so true, Dean. You do have to trust but verify. And that's why Chrissy's open source social media investigation service is selling like hotcakes. Everybody thinks Chrissy's the go-to girl if you really want to check out someone's social media. And we always recommend before you make the trip that you take that step. Either yourself, you can ask for a free 13-page PDF called Open Source Social Media Investigation Guide. Just email us at
flymettothephilippines@gmail.com.
And in the description box and the first comment pinned is a link to our consultation calendar. There's a free 10-minute meet and greet and other time periods you might be interested in. Dean, Angel, you're off to an adventure. You're going to travel to Surigao, to Bohol, Cebu City, and return to South Cotabato. And we have 25 days left in this adventure. Chrissy and I want to thank you for sharing your experience, meeting online, a 22-year-old NBSB, a 58-year-old software engineer from Florida. Thank you for joining us today. Put your comments below. What do you think? Is 22 too young, or do you see something here that's going to be off to the races and a successful life forward?
Well, Dean and Angel is the living evidence that you can live your life happily here in the Philippines. But just always remember, fly smart, fly with confidence, only here from Fly Me to the Philippines.